for the first time, but let's focus on this one. I want to see something more aggressive from Fly the Moon, something that can make stuff happen lineup instead of just being counter-reactive.
Yeah, being on the back foot feels so bad in this patch. Like, you want to be the one, like, especially when you're making these kind of smoke moves to, you know, turn the tides of the game, where you need that smoke to get a couple of kills and then get an objective, and then if the smoke fails and you get nothing, you're in an even worse position than you were before the smoke, right? Because the enemy team has outfarmed you, outpushed you, and gotten even more of an advantage when you're trying to remedy the problems you're having. I mean, I would love to see, you know, a Storm Spirit again for Iceberg, for example, a hero that can allow him to dictate the pace of the fight, because that's what Iceberg has always been so good at with Tiny, with Wind Ranger, with Storm, is finding the target he needs to, making sure that the opponents have to deal with him, right? Templar Assassin, another great hero, deal with the TA one way or another, because either she's going to have a good laning stage, or she's going to farm jungle, or she's going to take Roshan. There are so many ways to kind of sneak back into the game, and a hero like Lina just doesn't have that, really.
Yeah, I mean, I I feel like I shit talked Lena for like 5 minutes already, but she just doesn't feel like other mid laners. Like, she had good impact, I would say, with those two Lagunas on the target, but that's pretty much it. Like, he died once. He understands that if he uses Yule Scepter offensively, he does not have a way of protecting herself.
Absolutely. So bans, pretty similar again. This time Death Prophet getting removed out by Viking, though, along with Earthshaker, Batrider, Rubik still in there. I'm really liking this kind of targeted Rubik ban that Viking are pulling out. But we should this time have more supports in the pool, right? Shadow Demon, Oracle, they are available. Where is Keeper of the Light, Lacoste? Where has Kossel been all day?
Ember Spirit's gone. Like, that's his laning partner.
Can't pick Kossel without Ember.
I mean, you need to have some kind of a combo with Dragonite. Maybe that's my other hero to go to when I have Keeper of the Light, or whenever I see him. Just lower the cooldown. Like, Bristleback is also fine. Just keep replenishing his mana. But when you have a lineup like this, then you need also to have some kind of reliable stun. Are we ever going to see Ember Spirit being picked? Like, this hero just feels so good right now.
Oh, Pango ban. I was wondering when that was going to start happening as well. So Toby's primary hero taken out as well. Oracle. Do you start Oracle, or do you think about just going Enchantress again? Because Celery had a great game with that Ench. She does so much from laning stage through to pushing. Grimstroke is going to be your opener from Viking. And I don't think we see FTM play Ench at all.
I'm pretty sure they're always on a fly can play it. You don't need that much micro skills to play the hero. That's a different type of a hero. You focus more on the lane harassment. It could be a perfect pick for him here, actually. It's the hero that can also do stuff, even though if you don't have enough farm.
Well, the flex pick Weaver. Never sure where this little bug's going to go.
Also,
we've seen
possibly
1, 3, 4.
Stolen pick from Viking. It's such a strong combo. Weaver, Grimstroke, you put Inkswell on top of Weaver, she closes the gap, you get stunned, ton of damage. Like, also, you can't kill both Phantom and the Swarm. You said you want to see something like a Clockwork, and he is the gap closing hero. But I want to see him being played as at position 4 or position 5. I don't think Clockwork 3 suits this playstyle, even though we are shifting more towards like assassin type of position 3s. One reason why Pangolier, Void are so popular, Void Spirit. Clockwork, on the other hand, like, I mean, you can run him as position 3 and have, let's say, Weaver 4, and then Weaver starts taking off the farm, and Clockwork shifts towards position 4 after the laning stage.
Oh, we'll see which way they go. But yeah, I definitely wanted that. You know, Undying is a body in a fight. He puts down Tombstone, it's annoying. Soul Rip with sustain. But then he's kind of expended. He's done. Clockwork, at the very least, you know, he gets that catch, that long-range initiation with hookshot, and then he's a body in the fight with Battery Assault doing a significant amount of damage. But also the Rocket Flare vision, you know, I feel like supremely underrated sometimes. Just getting yourself that little bit of extra information in these team fights, super important. Viking Grimstroke combo time. What are we going to see with the old Grimmy boy?
What happened to SAPPHIRE?
Where's SAPPHIRE? We would every time we cast, we're like, oh yeah, SAPPHIRE. When Phoenix was super popular, like, where's SAPPHIRE? Not seeing it at all.
I don't believe she got nerfed that much. Some of her spells did. But nothing changed that much. All right, so this is a cute little pick here. Queen of Pain. She can easily get out of the cogs. Doesn't care too much about any rotations from the Clockwork. So they might think it's like a position 4. And also a flex pick. You could see sometimes Queen of Pain being played as an off lane. Position 4 as well.
Oh, that's very true. It feels like the Queen of Pain also forces the Weaver away from position 1 and like like hard commits the Weaver into like a position 3 now, or a 4 even. So that magic nuke damage. If your Weaver's your 1 or your 3, you don't want that core just being obliterated by, you know, a scream and a sonic wave, which is really all it takes. Banning out the Kunkka, so no bad lane matchup. Soulbind is a pretty good setup for Sonic Wave as well. You know, not a single target ability, but holding 2 heroes in place to get that AoE going always feels nice as the co-op. Against Queen of Pain, you're going to want some real, you know, guaranteed lockdown, some disables that can actually hold her in place for extended periods of time. I always like thinking about, you know, your Shadow Shamans and your Lions, but you just don't see them anymore. They're dead.
Depends, like, which teams are playing it. I could easily see, like, Team Secret pulling off either Shaman or Lion. But if you want to go, like, Dragonite feels like a safe pick against Queen of Pain, decent laner. It's also a steal pick against the Grimstroke. Okay. This one.
Some good lockdown. And a lot of stuff you have to deal with, like Cogs, Kinetic Field, Swarm, Static Storm into the Queen of Pain.
It's a very good disruptor game to start with. You will have a vision provided by Clockwork, who's in front, or just Rocket Scout. For the glimpse, the Swarm Weaver will be on the enemy side of the map, you know, providing vision, trying to cut into backlines.
I'm just wondering who Disrupt is going to be laning against, though. Like, if Viking decide to aggro trying to disrupt to Clockwork +1... Well, yeah, okay, yeah, with Grim Tusk +1, that is real sick. Disruptor does not like being run at.
I just love, whenever I see Tusk, I'm always leaning towards that lineup. Save, great against Disruptor, great against Clockwork. You can get out of the cogs. Like, you have 2 heroes that can easily, like, counter the Clockwork. I'm liking it so far for Viking.
It does look pretty damn nice. FTM. Oh,
wait, what does it say on Viking's banner? What is that? Like boner or banner snacks? What does it say?
Banner snack. I don't know. Do you want to go and banner snack? Let's go look at one of their sponsors, shall we? Online banner making. It's a banner made by banner makers. Very good. Cool. I guess that's who made their banner then. Ricky?
Ooh, this is a good Ricky
Oh,
game. Like he doesn't have,
Cogs with smoke.
he does not like to play into like Grimstroke can't use his abilities if he's soulbind, but looks like a pretty sick setup. A lot of things. You have also two Invis heroes, which means that both of these supports will need to invest a lot of gold into Sentry's Dust, unless you pick a Beastmaster, he gets Necro 3, and then, you know, easy money. You will be devoting their Observer Wards. You can save some golds on the supports. And double roar always feels great.
Would you rather? I'm just wondering about Viking forcing the tri-lane here. Like, do you put Grim Tusk with Beastmaster and force the tri-lane and then have a hero that like 1v1s the Weaver? Or would you have Beastmaster go up against the Weaver and then try and tri-lane around somebody else? And I guess
think
they
Weaver
put
would
so
get
much...
too much out of that lane. Beastmaster usually dominates the heroes because you can't get close to the boar. Weaver can easily just kill the boar with Shikuchi and 3 hits.
But have you seen the Axes build? Like, I've seen it a couple of times now from Beastmaster players, especially when they're against like a TB or something, or heroes that can gap close the boar. And like, since they changed Axes to magical damage, they do a pretty good chunk, and Weaver's very squishy. I just wonder if that's maybe an option. But I think I'd kind of like Tusk Beastmaster Grim, and then you 1v1 someone else against the Weaver. I didn't see that one coming. PA again. Shad really likes the hero, apparently. Another hero that can get out of cogs, get that maneuverability, jump into the disruptor, cause all kind of issues for them.
So they need a hero for Iceberg. He pretty much always gets the last hero for himself. Huh. You think he might go for Storm Spirit? Like into Roar, into Queen of Pain? Another classic.
Well, Iceberg Tiny. It gives them some pretty good nuke damage up against the PA, who is reasonably squishy. Queen of Pain as well can struggle.
I think you
Some
give
very
farm
unique
priority
drafts
to Weaver here. They're waiting. They're not showing anything. Like who's playing what. I would actually prefer to have Disruptor played as 4, Weaver as 3, and Clockwork 5 here. It gives Disruptor another item. And we've seen in China, you and me casted a lot of those ESL games where Clockwork was pretty much exclusively played as position 5, but there's want to swap things around.
So general on the Clockwork.
Yeah, but they swapped to the second part, what I said. Give Disruptor more farm.
Well, I guess they don't want that Weaver to get blown up completely. Although Hardance Disruptor. I feel like Viking just have so much firepower here. Like Flight to Moon are very reliant on having like very specific scenarios happen, right? Getting their team fight execution perfect. Outside of, Ricky catching a Grimstroke or Tiny getting a nice catch on the Queen of Pain because she's blinked aggressively somewhere, it feels like Viking are it's just easier to execute. They can go towards an objective.
Yeah, for sure.
Queen
And
of
it
Pain
opens
and
up
PA
the Roche for
jump
them.
onto the backlines much
With the
easier and
Beastmaster, I
blow
think
them up
Discord's
completely.
lagging a bit.
But
once
FTM
again.
need like a hookshot cog, static storm with the smoke screen. Iceberg going into the back with always want to fly.
Like Phantom Assassin, if she goes for the same kind of a build where you get Deso, play fast with the Beastmaster. Like Deso opens up the Roche for you, Beastmaster's Aura plus Necro units, Helm of the Dominator if he decides to go for that. On top of that, and it's a ton of damage. Like it allows them to play extremely fast. A lot of pings from Tiny. He wants the ward there.
Go Ward for me. Oh, away we go. Game 3 here. FTM taking on Viking. Shad PA up at top. Going to be lurking around alone for now. Aloha Dance Disruptor with the General Clockwork swinging up towards top lane. They do get the ward in mid. Always want to fly very quickly. Putting that Observer down for Iceberg's Tiny and V-Tune Ricky. Going to be down south. So what have we got on Viking? Aramis, Tusk with Toby Beastmaster. Boom on the Queen of Pain, you know, his signature hero, along with Dragonite, I would say. A very spectacular player on both of those heroes. Celery Grimstroke. And then, of course, we saw Shad on the PA as the outpost taken up by General. Lots of love hearts and good lucks and very, very happy players in this series.
It seems like the players have some kind of connection. They've been chatting a lot, having fun, waiting for each other, you know. No bad blood between them. Even though it could get spicy, you know, in public matches.
You get into the pro lobbies. Double balls out here for Toby. Aramis has the tag team. And we'll take the 2 bounty runes down there.
Look at the synergy on bottom lane. Like, Tusk and Beastmasters kind of look alike.
What do you mean they look alike?
Like the colors. Like, you could easily mistake Beastmaster for Tusk.
Okay, Lacoste. Where's Beastmaster's big wings on his head? Oh,
I mean,
Aramis.
look at the colors. They're also pretty much the same size. Tusk a bit bigger, I would say.
Okay. They're both big beefy boys. And do give away the fact they've got a sentry ward down there, as always want to fly stepped forward. Aramis getting those few hits in. Tiny, 4-0 so far in that mid lane. Queen of Pain only getting 2 CS so far. Iceberg having a grand old time, and it's a level 1 Scream from Boom. So opting to go for that Scream to secure last hits, get that range creep as best you can against Tiny's 72 base damage, I guess.
He gets the Shadow Strike on level 2 anyway. I believe he's gonna get another point in Scream of Pain on level 3. But no, he actually gets another point in Shadow Strike on level 3. I believe for more harassment, and then you get the point in Blink Strike on level 4. Sometimes I say dumb stuff, Gary, why don't you correct me?
Sometimes I'm just not listening to you, honestly.
That makes sense.
Well, Always Want to Fly does not get the D ward down bottom. Very well done by Toby and Aramis to kind of get in onto that sentry.
Denied.
But the Weaver placed down. V-Tune 9-1 though, very nicely CSing his way through this lane. But a pretty quick early lead from Fly to Moon across all 3 lanes. Aloha Dance is doing a great job putting some aggressive pressure along with General, just spamming out Thunderstrike. Celery and Shad having a little bit of a difficult time in that top spot.
Bottom lane, so far so good for Ricky and Weaver. Both of them are going to be invis at one point. Always Want to Fly bought the second sentry just to be sure that they don't see him. And I don't think you kill Ricky. He has a ton of base region. Like 2 Blink Strike charges, Tricks of the Trade. If Tusk uses tag team, you just blink away.
More daggers from Boom, putting Iceberg below half HP. And Queen of Pain hits level 4, holding on to that point. We'll see how aggressively she wants to play. Grabs out her first null. General 17-1. Farming away like a madman on that clockwork. Oh, bottom lane, are they thinking about it? Shikuchi forward, then fall back. Toby and Aramis still just getting clicked out by this Weaver. You know, double melee lane against this Weaver support. They're just getting harassed day in, day out. Looks like Queen of Pain still doing reasonably well. Tiny is incredibly annoying, but nothing that Boom can't handle. Top lane Celery, Thunderstruck, assaulted by the battery of General, and there's first blood spilled. Shad looking to get Aloha Dance and the trade back, but he's trapped inside the cogs now with no
He's
Phantom
dead.
Strike. He is looking like he's dead. Another Thunderstrike is there, he's going to zap him down. And General with a Rocket Flare in 5 seconds doesn't even need it. 2 kills in that top lane for Fly to Moon. Very well executed. And it looks like a rotation
Tusk?
mid from Tusk. He's invis, yeah, but he doesn't get anything done.
Lane's going well for Fly to Moon. Top lane.
Not for the likes of
Like,
you.
General, what did he buy? Boots, some extra tangos, Sage Mask. So I guess he's gonna go for Urn of Shadows build this game.
Necro Rush, let's go. Trap them in the cogs, kill them with Necro Book.
I like you're saying it like it's stupid, but it actually could work.
I know, that's right. There's a very fine line between genius and insanity or idiocy, whatever the saying is. Very,
In your
very
case,
fine line.
idiocy probably.
General, man, he is just sticking it to Shad. Battery assaults are going. Bounty runes spawn up. Disruptor's going to grab at least one of them there. General just forcing Shad all the way back, and they don't have. Oh, they've got 1 salve left.
Yeah, but do you use a salve against the rocket? Yes, you do, and it gets cancelled. Now they're gonna get
Aramis.
a kill, at least 1 kill here.
Yeah, it looks like they're diving in onto the tower. I think Aramis is. Oh, he's okay mid lane. Aloha Dance getting turned on by Shad. The Grimstroke gone as Clockwork claims his life. Aloha Dance still alive, gets the stick and the Fairy Fire off, so Shad's dagger doesn't take him down until the final click comes around from the PA. This time around, at least they get themselves a 1-for-1, and Weaver. Ah, okay. So Weaver was chasing Aramis and like nearly killed him, and it looks like he tried to wait to die to tower, but it wasn't. It didn't wait long enough, so he got killed off by the Tusk. Another D-ward on the sentry bottom, but the Blink Strike from V-Tune. Catching out Toby with a Swarm, now tricks the trade into another Blink Strike? No.
10
He's
stick
not-
charges.
Oh yeah, you're right. Toby would have been fine. Shikuchi misses. And Aramis arriving on the scene of the crime. Tusk here going to be bodyguarding Toby.
You know shit is real when Ricky buys 3rd raid band. It's just to show the dominance. Like, I want to be able to zone you out of this lane. The damage ideal is insane. Also, viewers should be able to get out of the XP range bottom lane. Oof.
Yeah, like Weaver down, trapped in the shards. And try and turn around onto Aramis, so V-Tune going to be there for the solo experience and still sticking it to Toby. Still has Trick to the Trade and a little Blink Strike to play around with. Toby can't go too far forward.
Yeah.
Doesn't
What I
want
wanted to
to-
say is that the Weaver, if she stays out of XP range, Ricky gets level 6. Then their kill potential multiplies.
TP's top, level 7. Boom here with a Sonic Wave and an Arcane Rune.
Scanning.
Clockwork gets scanned up, but Quap jumps Aloha Dance. Thunderstrike there, but no mana for a glimpse. The hook shot in from General, traps 2 inside the cogs. The Sonic Wave takes out the Disruptor, but in comes Tiny. Oh, Queen of Pain about to drop, and that's it. Iceberg slays her, and Celery unable to clear up General, so Iceberg's going to keep on chasing forward. Has another tree grab if he wants to go and whack around the Grimstroke. How many hits does it take to get to the middle of a Grimstroke here? Oh, is that going to be enough with a throw? Oh, it is.
That's some serious damage. The good thing for Viking is that they used Queen of Pain's Sonic Wave with Arcane Rune. Other than that, I can't find it. They couldn't get anything out of this. Like, Clockwork is doing so much. He is already level 6.5. Bottom lane going well. Ricky also level 6. Beastmaster just hit level 6, which means that they want to play aggressive. They have a sentry ward. Barely connects.
Going to kill off the Weaver. But in comes General. Hookshot's back up again. And he's chasing down not 1 but 2 heroes. Aramis with a Swarm still on him. That Weaver got off a couple of spells just before he died. So yet again, they trade the Weaver's life and, like, Lacoste, the Weaver is like the 5 this game, right?
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, she's the bait. This is how he plays. He's not afraid to trade his life. And they're killing either position 4s or position 3 on the bottom lane. I love that Beastmaster's going straight into Necrobook, not Helm of the Dominator. He's playing against 2 Invis heroes, so they're gonna need that True Sight much earlier. In general, he's all over the place.
Yeah, Boom does dive behind tier 1 mid lane, but Celery cleared up by VTune. As Aramis slain by Iceberg as the dual-pronged attack there, mid lane and bot lane, both being caught up in this onslaught. Ricky TP's top for the safer farm and to put a bit of pressure onto Shab. And what do we have for the Tinies? That Mask of Madness, it is completed. Tiny hitting one of his little power spikes here just before 10 minutes. This is where his farm rate accelerates tremendously. Let's have a look stack-wise. What do we got? A little medium camp stack for you. Nothing else. Oh, he's got a large camp. Oh, that's a juicy stack over there.
It's a very nice item for Tiny. Also, Iron Talon. Any kind of attack speed, and he
Is
gets
Boom dead?
level 1.
Boom can't blink. V2 and Ricky will fall for this. Shab managing to stick around in the fight as General has one charges and a hook shot into the Roche pit. Dagger follows
There's
though
the
as
bash
Roche
from
bashes
Roche.
him.
Nope.
It's not coming. But Aloha Dance is going to get jumped on again with a Phantom Striker. The crit from Shab. Nice little kinetic field. Is it going to buy him any time? Aramis says no. I'm going to put my body in front of your face and you cannot get away.
Tiny with the double damage. Mid lane, Catapult, they need to address this problem. They already used the glyph.
Boom's going to
3
try and put his
people
body in
running
the...
mid.
Oh my god. Oh, Boom, so close to death. The Weaver might continue giving chase on this one. Iceberg has a toss. Can he just toss? No, he's just going to toss the tree. He doesn't toss the tusk, he tosses the tree. Always on a fly, doesn't give a damn. He traded his life again for a core kill. Top lane, TP from Aloha Dance. Very aggressive, but he gets the Static Storm down immediately, baiting in Toby with V-Tune laying in wait. And one more Blink Strike forward will clear him up. Claim the boars. Kill the Necro units.
A very aggressive lineup from Flight of Moon. Like, we're not praising them in the first game, second game, where they couldn't do anything. Now with this kind of a lineup, like, we can do stuff. You have Tiny, you have Disruptor, Clockwork. It's pretty easy to set things up. Ricky, like, what does he have? Another... Oh my god, he's gonna have such a good timing on this Diffusal Blade.
Weaver dies bot, Grimstroke dies mid. A 2-for-1 though for Viking. Let's see if the glimpse back into what? Avalanche toss? Iceberg says yummy yummy, give me the Queen of Pain.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I'll take the tier 1 mid lane as well.
Is under attack.
They're tipping fly. I always want to fly.
He GG well played by
Radiant's
accident.
bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, I didn't notice that misclick.
Yeah, me neither. I saw them saying sorry for something, like, wait, why are you apologizing? What happened? You died. But he tapped the GG on his chat wheel. But yeah, 15 to 11 doesn't feel like that big of a difference kill-wise, but the game most certainly, with a 6k lead now firmly in the grasp of Flight to Moon. Weaver nearly has a medallion. I don't think Always Wanna Fly really cares what items he has. Just gonna Shikuchi forward, let Tiny annihilate these Necro units. A Tusk, snowball onto the Disruptor with a roar onto Tiny in the back. In comes General, hook shot forward. They've blown up Aloha Dance with no Static Storm used, and General trapped in the middle of 5 dire heroes. V-Tunes arrive with the smoke screen down, looking to kill off Toby, and that's the grab they'll take. Now trips the trade, and aiming for Celery, the time lapse back. Gives Always Wanna Fly a bit of space to maneuver with another Shikuchi. They've not got reveal, but they've got the dagger now, the deny from Iceberg. As they 2 for 3, toss in General, looking for more. Shad has a Phantom Strike to jump onto Boom if he needs to. In onto General they go, they miss the avalanche, but in comes Ricky with the smoke screen and the tricks of the trade. Iceberg with a double kill, and Viking wiped off the face of the bloody map.
Whew, Mad Queen of Pain, she needs to be careful about her positioning. It's only level 1 blink, 15 seconds cooldown. Once again, Always Wanna Fly dies and does so much for the team. I missed Iceberg's Tiny. I thought they're gonna pick it at least twice.
Yeah, it's been so good. And what's he got? Mom, Yasha,
That's a full
2,000 gold.
SNY. if
Yeah,
he
SNY
wants
just
to go
done.
for it. Yeah.
Hell yeah. V-Tune, you were talking about his diffusal blade. It is done. That timing. 14 minutes in, both of your key core heroes have their, primary or even secondary items. And what's Clockwork up to? Blade Mail coming up. Not going to go for the Spirit Vessel. Earn into Blade Mail. And Queen of Pain is so far away. They've glimpsed back Celery. Oh my goodness. That double damage on Tiny just isn't fair.
400 damage
Grimstroke.
per hit. They're gonna go in Roche. Double damage
not?
still up and running. 20 seconds.
Snowball
they
onto
should
Disruptor. Aramis. I think that's a bridge too far, honestly. Yeah, he's all out on his lonesome. Viking now going to have Tusk dead as Grimstroke respawns. So Roshan, with that, with the medallion from Always Wanna Fly, it accelerates Roshan pretty damn nicely.
You know things are going well for you when you check someone in your team who has either Urn or Spirit Vessel and you see more than 3 charges. Like,
Yeah.
he had 7. That
7?
means either he is a scrub, which he's not, or you're dominating the team fight so much you don't even have to use it. Everyone's full HP.
Oh, here we go. Iceberg, SNY Aegis. On top of the Mask of Madness. V-Tune, Diffusal Blade done, it is go time. General has a hook shot, they've got Static Storm on Aloha Dance, and that's what we like to see. A smoke in behind the Tiny. A long wraparound line drawn. Feels like, they're going to change tact there and move up into the triangle. Try and find the PA. Process of elimination, they've got 1 Observer Ward in that left-hand, sort of top left jungle. So they're hunting down south. They'll find Aramis. General just throws in the hook shot there. That snowball onto the creeps, though. Well done by the Tusk. But they've got the Ricky to contend with now. As a Soulbind stances up 2. I don't think that's going to accomplish too much. Do they have a stun to cancel TP? They don't. So Grimstroke's out with the Static Storm with the help of the Weaver. Getting the kill onto Toby, it looks like. And escaping with the Grimstroke. Always Want to Fly? No, not chasing Toby. They don't have any more gap close.
Thought he was gonna go for it. Like, try to bait Primal Roar and they get a kill on Beastmaster. Ricky had a Blink Strike ready.
Queen of Pain silenced up. Haste Rune popped. Weaver jumped upon by the PA, but time-lapse forcing the roar and a Sonic
what?
Wave. Are you kidding me?
It's a position 5 Weaver. They used 3 Altis to kill her.
They will get General, but losing Celery there as well for so many ultis seems a little bit ridiculous. Now V-Tune is still hiding in the shadows,
100
laying in
move
wait.
speed, Tiny.
Yeah, you can't deal with Tiny right now. Where's Tusk going? D-Ward time. Finds himself an Observer.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Iceberg, Hyperstone Mob, whacking away at towers. Like, what items do you have on Viking? Deso on PA is nearly done. Queen of Pain is just a million years away from any kind of itemization. 5.5k net worth, yes. Items, no. General Blade Mail up. They're looking for a glimpse. A bit of vision. Anything that Tiny or Ricky can latch onto. They need someone to push out that bottom wave.
They still have 2.5 minutes left on Aegis, bottom tier 1, standing. Queen of Pain, you mentioned she does not have an item.
I did. And it's Sandler cost. 700 off that Yule Scepter. A smoke from Aloha Dance and the rest of the crew. They faked the move up to top. Ricky showed there, so Viking probably going to be thinking, hey, they're sat behind the Ricky and pushing tier 2, but now it might become a little more obvious as no one is pushing that top wave. And the rest of the Radiant arriving. Oh, Boom feels it coming, blinks out, leaves the creep there, and the hookshot off the mark. So Boom TPing, Toby sticking around down in the tree line. Scouted by the Rocket Flare, though. Swarm not going to connect. Good TP.
Clockwork is ahead of Queen of Pain. That's very surprising. I mean, Queen of Pain died again. They can't really afford
Dire's bottom tower is under
to
attack.
lose heroes. Like it's hard to play against Ricky once he gets this farmed. You need to have like 1/2
Dire's
heroes
bottom
protecting
tower has
Queen of
fallen.
Pain.
Good stack
Dire's
storm.
bottom tower is under attack.
Allows VTune to focus down the Tusk. Aramis, no escaping that one. And Toby, already expending Raw, just gonna get jumped by the Ricky now. VTune giving chase as Aloha Dance is found in the back, but in comes Always Wanna Fly. Soulbound up, they've taken down Celery, and one by one they're just all being picked off here. The dive from Always Wanna Fly, he's in the enemy base. He doesn't get the
Dire's
kill.
bottom tower
He
has
doesn't get
fallen.
the kill. Time lapse is back just a fraction of a second too soon. I think he thought he had a Geminate attack or something, but it wasn't to be. Outpost time.
Embrace.
Oh, really
Give
for
that
Tiny?
to Ricky. Nah, you give that to Ricky.
Fair
Ricky
enough.
just wants to have extra agi, extra damage, attack speed.
5 race bands.
Runes are yeah, exactly. That's 5 raid bands.
Can't beat it. Oh my god, look at that damage, yeah. He 5 hits Toby. Aegis does expire. I don't think Iceberg worries too much about it. Oh, Imp Claw. Oh,
Tiny's gonna
hello.
keep that one for sure. They even got Ring of Aquila. So Vambrace for Clockwork then.
Yeah, I guess so. Strength Vambrace is there. Spirit Vessel coming. So, what are we looking at now? PA Deso, Yule's Queen of Pain. She can buy it. Hookshot forward, catching Tusk. Can't stop though, General. That Phantom's Embrace gonna keep him locked in place a little bit. But Ricky arriving yet again, just to snipe out a couple of cheeky little kills. That's Ricky now completely out of control. 16k lead for Fly to Moon.
Dire's
And
top
Iceberg,
tower is
he
under
is just
attack.
a chunky boy. Walking towards this enemy base, he's a steamroller with
Dire's
no
top
controls.
tower has fallen.
They're gonna go for tier 3 towers.
Do it with flair.
Dire's
They've got
top
Catapult,
tower
they've got
is
Mask of
under attack.
Madness, Tiny's attack speed. What are we looking
Tower's
at?
gone.
0.59. It's attacking almost
Dire's
twice a
top
second.
tower has fallen.
I mean,
Dire's
Ranger Axe is
top
gone as well,
barracks are
dear
under
lord.
attack. Dire's top barracks has fallen.
They just go for melee here. They're trying to backstab Queen of Pain and Beastmaster, looking for someone in the backlines, but General and Always Wanna Fly doing a great job skirting around, and Vichu just takes down Aramis. Tusk is obliterated, forced to buy back, and Viking have to make a move. Toby hookshotted up, so no Raw coming. They blink in, they slay Toby. Beyond godlike Ricky as the Tiny heals up into the air, but the Queen of Pain's already gone. The Soul Binder will trap 2 of them in place, but I feel like the G's are coming, Lacoste. Celery and Shad, tail between legs, they have got to go back home and hide because Ricky is coming for your lives. Shad, what do? Get to your tier 4s, put your head in the sand. GG
That's
is
it.
called. FTM take the series 2 to
Dire's
1.
middle tower is under attack.
That's why I wanted to see Iceberg's Tiny earlier. You know, he really knows how to play a hero, and this build always goes for the same one. Mask of Madness, SNY. It opens up the Roche for them. That DD helped them out a bit, but, you know, we can't really blame them. Mid lane got destroyed. Queen of Pain, early rotation, dies once, rotates one more time, dies again. It's just that they lost all 3 lanes. Also, top lane was not going well for them. Always Wanna Fly. He will gladly trade his life for any life on the map. That's how he plays.
Yeah, he was just running at Beastmaster and Tusk, giving Ricky the freest lane of his life. And Aloha Dance was putting, just Thunderstrike, just onto PA or the Grimstroke, and that allowed General to have more CS than any of the other dire cores over on Viking. Every lane it felt like a kind of a shambles there from Viking, honestly. You know, Boom's first rotation with that Arcane Rune, it felt okay when it started, but then you start chasing down this long lane, and